Will you look at that tree? Holy moly, that's gorgeous. So much character in that fella. And so this little buddy behind him. I say little buddy, that guy's gigantic. These trees are full of character. There's a shot to be had here for sure. Hello, my friends, hello. Welcome to the Richard Lyons and Young Forest Preserve. Richard Young and Lyons. It's the Richard Young and Lyons Forest Preserve here in Illinois. A little 3-mile loop trail, beautiful park. I am amazed at how much green is still in this park. The temperatures have just started to drop. We've been hovering in the 40s recently, so nice, cool fall weather, but not a lot of fall color. Not here, lots of green. But these two trees, holy smokes. They're amazing. I am gonna check these out, see if we can find a good composition to make with them, and then let's get started on our day. Welcome, welcome, my friends. Hi, friendo. Ooh. Ooh. I love this shot. I love it, I love it, I love it. I think I'm gonna try it in a vertical orientation too, although I'm a little bit worried about sky coming through over here in the corner. But beautiful, what I think is an oak tree here in front of me. All set up, shooting here on my 15mm lens, and there's a reason for that. I never use this lens. I posted an image a few weeks ago on the Nature Photographers Network, which is a great little network of landscape photographers. Just post your image, you can ask for critiques, you get some, constructive criticism on your shots, thoughts, processes. It's just a supportive, great place to be. If you're into landscape photography, I suggest you check it out. This video is not sponsored, it's just a site I believe in. But I posted an image there the other day, and someone commented on it and said, oh, this is a great image, fantastic. I wonder what it would have looked like if you'd have gotten in close with a wide angle lens. I read that comment and I went, huh, I wonder what that would have looked like too. I never shoot wide angle. I always get out the telephoto lens and get in tight, crop in tight on a thing, because I want to fill the frame with my subject, which isn't a bad instinct, but the way I do it is always the same. I am willing to bet if I went through my catalog, most of my shots are somewhere between 70 and 200mm, if not, 100 to 200. They're all really tight, really cropped in. So today, I've challenged myself to shoot with this lens, my 15 to 35mm lens. It is my most expensive and least used lens. So today, fingers crossed, I'm gonna try real hard to only use this lens. And I am one shot into the day and the difference is amazing. I am like immediately pumped and excited about this. Really close to this tree, shooting wide angle, filling the frame no problem, shooting this in a black and white. I am shooting at an ISO 100 f/14, just shy of 1 second on this exposure, and this shot is all about the patterns of this tree trunk. Let me show you here what we're looking at so you know what I'm rambling about. Now obviously the video here is in color, but imagine this image in black and white. It's gorgeous, trust me. But look at these beautiful, just arcing tree trunks. You can see the other two in the background coming together and going up. Whole thing is just about the bark patterns and the sweeping motion of these tree trunks. This tree comes out of the ground and almost immediately splits into 4 giant trunks, and it's gorgeous. I love this shot. I love that it's in wide angle. I love this different perspective, and I'm gonna go through this whole day with a whole new perspective of somewhere between 15 and 35mm. So, great start, very excited. Let's keep going down this trail. Let's see what else we can find. Let's try to look at the world through a new lens, literally today, shall we? Friends, here we are. We found our second shot, and this one is kind of a classical me shot in tight on a bunch of cool brown curled up leaves on a log. This one's all about texture and fall color, but again, different. We're shooting wide angle, so I'm actually in closer than I could get with my telephoto lens, but I'm gathering more of the scene. So it's really this shift. This simple shift, a simple thing that hadn't even occurred to me, is making a world of difference in my photography and my mood today. This is exciting and new and still photography. It's great, but let me show you the shot. It's really kind of got me excited and happy. I'll show you here what we're looking at. There it is. You can see it here. All of our fall leaves just up along this log, shooting this real simple, really easy little shot. Shooting at an ISO 100 f14 1/5 of a second, focused on that close leaf. Friends, we found another shot. Pretty excited about this. You'll never guess what it is. It's mushrooms. It's mushrooms. That's right. It's mushrooms. Ooh, my light's changing pretty quick here. This is, I think these are oyster mushrooms. I'm really not sure. My mushroom identification game is less than good, but there's just something about them that's just so cool and so much fun. Doing a little bit of a focus stack here just because I want to make sure I get all this. The trunk is kind of shooting at about a 45-degree angle away from my camera, and it's about, and I want to shoot across these mushrooms for a couple reasons. One, I want to kind of give it a little bit of depth, let us see that bark that's trailing off into the background, gives us a nice diagonal line through the frame. And the other side of this mushroom cluster is less than perfect. There's one marred mushroom, so we're just doing probably 4 or 5 shots, shooting at an f14 1/5 of a second ISO 100, and that's it. Again, shooting at 35 millimeters this time, in really close on these mushrooms. I'm gonna probably end up cropping this frame in just a little bit. I would like it to be a little bit tighter, but not a lot. I might even just take this down to a square crop and call it good, because there's all these other mushrooms that are also poking their way out in the background that I really like on this shot. I'll show you here what we're looking at. Here it is. You can see my beautiful little mushrooms right there. They're great. And then you can see the other ones that kind of just trail off into the background. So a little bit of a focus stack on these, probably 4 or 5 images, just to make sure I get that central cluster of mushrooms sharp. And that's it. Again, another in tight wide angle shot, and it's just beautiful. This new perspective is amazing. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'm gonna say it probably at least one more time today. Something new, something different, something very exciting. I am loving today. And mushrooms. You know I love mushrooms. Friends, friends, we found another great shot. Look at this beautiful long fallen log here. It's gorgeous, twisty, turny, and of course down here at the rotting edge where it's been cut off to clear the trail, got this one oak leaf just kind of laying against the dark, wet bark that's rotting away from the inside of this tree. So that's the shot. Got the oak leaf kind of coming up diagonally through it. We're shooting in really, really close, 35 millimeters, as close as I can get to this guy and still achieve focus, filling that frame with that leaf. Show you here what we're looking at. Pretty simple shot, kind of right up my alley sort of a thing. Leaf just kind of coming in from the bottom diagonally through the frame. I got the contrast of this really light colored leaf against this dark, wet bark. And then just all the little kind of detritus from the crumbling log around it, which is fine. That's the way I found the scene. That's why I'm going to leave it. None of it's bothering me. And I just kind of, I like that diagonal leaf leaning in through the frame, and it's all about the shape of this leaf and the veins just running through it and branching out. So focus is important on this one. I am taking 2 shots, getting the top of the leaf and the bottom of the leaf. It does kind of arch just a little bit. So top, middle, bottom of the leaf, just to be sure I've got everything. Shooting at an ISO 100, f11, 1/8 of a second. Simple little image, and I love it. I'm really happy with it. All about just the shape of this leaf, and then just this beautiful day, and this wide angle view I have on the world now. I really am enjoying this. My friends, we're almost back to the trailhead, and this has been probably my favorite day of photography that I've had in a long while. It's exciting. I just tried literally a new perspective on things, and it changed so many things for me. I think I got some really great shots, maybe even a portfolio shot today, which is exciting. Well, what a beautiful park. Richard Young Lyons Forest Preserve here in Illinois. Gorgeous little park. If you're near it, please use it. It's fantastic. But what a great day. I need to thank Matthew Chatham, I think, from the Nature Photographers Network, for asking a question that made me really rethink my approach to photography entirely. He asked me about, recomposing one of my shots with a wide-angle lens, and I hadn't had that thought. I hadn't thought of my wide-angle lens in forever. I bought this lens to use as an astro lens, and it stayed in my bag as my astro lens, which I hardly ever get out to do because I'm always so close to a city. So getting this lens out and just looking at my usual subject matter in a different perspective really changed everything and made for an exciting, wonderful day. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for coming along with me. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you would like to see more, and tell your friends, because the more the merrier. And if you head on over to toddhphoto.com, over there you can see some more of my work, and I would love it if you signed up for my mailing list. There I just kind of send out my blog once a month, just includes an image and a little story about it. That comes to you once a month, and I'll just keep you up to date on any changes or upcoming things on the website, really, and that's about it. But yeah, from Richard Young, Lyons Nature Preserve here in Illinois, so long, and we'll see you next time.